Looks like I'm black. Hope everyone's having a good day. Thought I'd play Ethan today. Almost about to rank down, so not sure how well I'll do, but hopefully I can make the game at least interesting. Okay, back off here. I don't like getting pincered here. Then it feels like he's developing this side, and I eventually have to run out or he gets a big corner. Okay, so he does 3-3. I can block this side or this side. Not sure which side I like. I think I like this one a little bit better. Can't really explain why though. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and extend. Second thought, I think I wanted to block the other way and then double Hane to take the corner, but this should be okay. Okay, so this side's kind of low value because he has stones here. So top side, it feels nice to play a move over here, but it's a little too far and he's a little too strong. Playing a move like this just feels a little too much on this side. So I think I want to play here first, see if he just backs off, and then I can Tanuki to play here. And if he starts a fight, this group should be okay, and this group should be okay. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so he does approach. So I could just back off here like this, but it feels like I'm not really getting good use of this stone. I also don't want him to take too much on this side. So I think I'm gonna fight here. I'm pretty strong over here. I don't think I have to worry too much. And if he runs out, I get to play here, and it should be okay. But since he did that one, we're gonna go this way. Because if I block this way, it's just a little too easy to reduce this. So I'd much rather build in this direction. And then when he jumps here, I can go ahead and play something over here. Not sure where though. I can play this one, which has a good follow-up here. It has a pretty good connection over here. But if he kicks here and I go here, I guess it's about the same. Okay, so I kind of like this move. Can't really explain why, but yeah, he goes in the corner, and then if I play here next, his corner can get into some trouble. He goes here, so I have to worry about him cutting. I go here, he goes here, and I get captured. So I do need to defend here. And there is some Aji over here, but I can still play in the corner here to make some at least decent shape. And he comes back over here because he's trying to protect his corner. I kind of like the idea of playing here because I can push through here and threaten to cut. And it makes this group a little bit stronger. So if he does invade here, maybe I can just jump out and fight instead of being forced to connect under. Okay, he does that one. Makes sense. Just gonna block here. Lots of Aji here, but maybe later I can still push here, but right now I can't. So I think I want to just connect my groups together, make sure I don't get into a big fight where I have two weak groups. Although later he does have some big in game. Okay, so he plays here. Makes sense. He wants to make this corner solid. But I think he still has to Hane here before this is 100% solid. So I think I want to play here. So if he Hanes, I extend. If he pushes, I'm getting at least something here. He can reduce pretty easily, but I feel just defending like this, it just doesn't feel good. And if he gets a wall here, I can still reduce over here. I can also do something like this, but it seems less forceful. And then there's still Aji over here where he can threaten to cut. I can also try to shoulder hit first to reduce it first. But I'm not sure I want to do that because when I shoulder hit here, I'm losing the chance to play in the corner later. So I think I'll go ahead and play here. So still a little bit open, but I think I'll jump here, which I think kind of makes it kind of strong, but then he has a move over here. So I think if he plays a move here to turn this into points, I probably just play a move here to stop him from playing this slide. And if he does play the slide, I think I'll just go ahead and shoulder hit to reduce his area since he's reducing mine. Okay, so he plays here. I'll go ahead and play here. And this area is kind of big, but there is some Aji in the corner. I can still maybe invade here to reduce. And I don't think I'm too far behind points-wise, because this corner is not that big. Same with this one. I can still reduce this since I have this move here. So this is his biggest area, but I have some points on the sides and this area. Okay, and I don't want to let this area get too big, so I'm going to go ahead and try and reduce it. And he has some cutting points here he has to worry about, so I don't think he can fight back too hard. And I don't have too many weak groups. I do have a lot of weaknesses over here and here, so I'm probably not going to make that many points here, but it should at the very least live. Okay, so I'll Hane. If he backs off here, I just make the tiger's mouth. I can get out pretty easily. If he tries to cut, yeah, probably just with Atari, and that would also be okay. So I don't think he can surround me, but he can play this peep. But I can push here and threaten cuts. So I don't think it's too bad for me. And it feels like he needs to add a move here if he wants to keep this area. And I don't think he can really attack this because I can connect over here. Playing over here is not Sente, so I could just jump out. So I'll have a weak group, but I have plenty of stones to run to. And if I believe Score Estimator, it says black's winning by 1.5. So as long as it's not too far off, I think the game is at least close. Okay, so he jumps here. If he cuts, I just capture. So I suppose the main point here is he wants to stop me from playing here, so I don't make too much potential in the center here. But I have this weak group here. I kind of want to reduce, and I kind of want to make it stronger at the same time. But I'm not quite sure how I want to do that. I think if I play here, if he blocks, I push. He goes here, I can push and kind of reduce the bottom or cut something off. And I'm not sure if he has a good move to really stop it. And cutting these stones off feels like something he can't really let me do. So I should be able to get at least something here. If I cut here, he Ataris. Here, he cuts. Here, here, here. So I'm connected and this gets cut off. If I play here first, he can't play this one in Sente, so it makes this group a little bit weaker. So I think before cutting, I'll play here. So that way, if I play here and he Ataris, I go here, I'm threatening to capture the 2 stones next. And if he just backs off here, then I have Sensei to jump out first and start the attack. Okay, so I'll go ahead and jump. And because now this group is weak, I feel it makes my group a lot stronger. I'm not sure how I can really profit from this attack, but hopefully I can at least make this a little bit stronger and defend my weak group. And if he tries to cut, I just kind of have to ladder it and sacrifice it. And I don't think he gains too much by doing that. If he clamps, I just play here and connect. Not a big deal. I don't think he can surround me in one move. So it should be okay. And if he doesn't defend here, I probably will Atari and connect, reducing the bottom side. So it feels like he has to defend here, but then I get to jump out first. And like I said, if he Atari's here, I go here, I'm threatening to capture, and I can turn and threaten the double Atari. So this feels like the only move, unless he can play a move over here trying to surround me, which he might play something like this, forcing me to connect, which makes this group a little bit stronger in Sente. But if he comes back and defends, then I can play here. But if he comes back and plays here first, I think I should be able to attack it at least a little bit. At the very least, make this group a little bit stronger by poking at some cutting points. Okay, so he does just defend here. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and jump out. And if he jumps here, I think I just have to try and stay ahead. So he's trying to stay ahead for that same reason. So here, I'm not sure of the best way. I kind of like this here. So if he extends, I can go here, here, and I can cut. If I go here, he can push, cut. If we start a fight, it should be okay. I'm not sure where my profit is. That's the main issue. If I just simply jump here, he jumps here. I have to try and separate him somehow. If I try to just cut directly, he hanes, I connect. He goes here. And then I think I can just peep and connect, and that should be okay for me. If he wedges, that doesn't look like it works for him. So playing on the outside here and trying to surround feels like it just doesn't work, and I don't really get any profit. So it feels like I have to try and be a little bit more direct and force a cut. You can also push through here, but I think I just go here, here, and then I can squeeze. And yeah, I think connecting here gives me the most opportunities. Pushing and cutting here, I think I'm a little too weak over here. It feels like there's some Aji, but I could at least peep here. That one's a bit unusual. I don't think he can cut me. So I think if I peep here and extend, I don't have any weaknesses over here. I kind of fix that. And I kind of succeed in cutting him off, so he's forced to run, and I can keep him separated. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one. So unless I'm missing something, like if he attaches here, I go here, he cuts, I capture. If he goes here, I just extend. Maybe I'm in trouble there. So maybe if he goes here, I have to go here. And if he pushes through, I can just kind of connect like this. So maybe my shape is not the best, but I think it should be okay. Okay, so he does do that one. And I can't do this one because he can threaten this one. So I do have to back off here. Okay, and then so I fixed my issues over here, and I'm not really losing any points. This is about the same points I already had. So I feel like I've already gained a little bit as long as I don't give him too much in the center. So I could play this one, which gives me a pretty solid connection. I think I have decent eye shape. If I play this one here, 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 it feels like there's more Aji. So I think I have to play this one. And he jumps. I'm going to go ahead and jump as well, so he can't push and cut. And I'm also keeping him separated. Okay, so he defends while also trying to put pressure on my group. So here, I do think I just have to connect somehow. And this feels like it worked. There is some Aji here, but I don't think it does any extreme damage. Okay. So again, I think my profit is I made this a little bit stronger. Before, I think he could have cut everywhere, captured my 2 stones, and then I made almost no points here. He can still do it on this side. Well, actually, he can't because now I can play here and ladder it this way because of this stone. If he plays a clamp, I think that still works for him. But I should be able to get at least another eye here. If I try to keep them separated, I don't think it really does anything for me. And I still have some cutting points here I have to worry about. So I kind of feel like playing this end game because I don't really see anything bigger. But he can still probably do this and I connect under, but it should be okay. I can also play this one and connect under, but I think he's still alive in the corner. He's out into the center. This is also probably big in game, but it feels like in game already because I don't think I can really keep attacking this. Yeah, we'll go with my instinct move and play this one, but I'm not sure if it's good. It feels like there's really not much to do here, and in game is definitely one of the weaker parts of my game. Though I could play here now, which is threatening to surround him, and there is a lot of weaknesses in this corner. And I also still have moves over here I can do, but I'm not sure if that's big enough at the moment. I think I'll go ahead and play here, just try to play a big in game because I'm not really sure what to play in this area. Yep, that move is also big because I could have played here. Yeah, that's probably good for him. Just based on that, I think his in game is better than mine. I'm not sure of my chances of winning. What is score estimator? Yeah, score estimator says white by 11, so I might just be too far behind. And I'm not really sure how to profit from this. So he's just defending his weak group. So I think I probably should have maybe attacked, or at least try to put some more pressure on it. Because I think if he's just blocking here, that probably means he thinks he's ahead, and I have to agree. And also he can kind of just play a move over here now, and he's making points here. Yep, and he has 14 moves. So yeah, I think I'm just kind of outclassed in this game. Okay, so I don't want to let him play here, but I don't want to just block like this. Playing here, I think lets me push and cut, but letting him play here seems a little bit too nice. Yeah, and I got to reduce this as much as possible because that's just too big. And Hane, which again, I'm not sure if this could have been bigger, but I'll know for sure. If he plays here, then this was probably bigger. But if he plays here, I probably just Hane and then play here. Although if I play here, maybe he would Tanuki and play over here because this is bigger. Again, I need to work on my end game. He plays there. It definitely seems like Sensei. Yep, I'll go ahead and connect. And he extends. Of course, that is also Sensei. And this guy is a pretty strong 8 dan. I think he's a few wins away from he's 14 wins, 6 losses at 8 dan. So I think he's pretty close to ranking up to 9 dan. So that's my excuse. But yeah, he definitely feels stronger. Like I think my opening was actually pretty even. Um, but his end game definitely is feeling like it's much better than mine. Because it feels like he's just kind of controlling me. So he's playing all the Sensei big end game moves while I'm kind of just following. So if he pushes here, I block. It seems a bit dangerous because I'm not quite alive here. But yeah, it does feel like I need to respond. I think if he pushes here, it's Sensei I have to block, and then he can kind of push everywhere, and I don't exactly have 2 eyes. Okay, he goes there. Hmm. Again, more Sensei moves. So if I Tanuki here, or I play anything else, maybe I can do this one. But if he blocks, I go here, he goes here, here, he can cut me off. So I have to defend here. Yeah, just have to defend. Yep, and Hane. Yeah, and I think even after this, I don't think I have a chance anymore. I think he's just pretty far ahead. Okay, push here. So I think I can aim at cutting here. Yeah, not sure where else to play. I think I'm just too far behind at this point. Yep, not sure. Because he had some Aji in the corner, but I just have no way of like cutting it off and also surrounding. Okay, try this one. So I gotta try and reduce this at least a little bit more. So I can't really afford to just play more normal moves. But I'm not sure where else I can really reduce. Like this feels pretty big. I can play here, here, here. He pushes Atari, but he can still capture the 1 stone. Um, can I reduce from here? If I play here, if he tries to connect, I just connect. If he tries to cut me off, I push and turn Atari. I think I can get away with this one. He cuts it off. If I go here, he reduces here in Sensei. I might as well just connect here. Yep, that's pretty big. But if he captures, I capture back. So I think I'll go ahead and just play here. Okay, he blocks. Keep here. And it doesn't look like I have any way of actually cutting that off. Yeah, I think I'm still just too far behind. So I'll probably just need to resign. Yeah, I'll go ahead and resign. But yeah, he was too strong. But hopefully, you at least found the game interesting. And I would like to thank my patrons. Really appreciate the support, and I'll see you all next time.